They're rolling straight into an Ares for the moment as well on the side of B, but quickly move over towards a little bit more mid control to see exactly how they're going to break down that trademark on Pizza as well. Yeah, this will kind of give away what's going down. No slow pop, but now XSET know exactly what the situation is. Noya gonna dash away. Claudia was here for this purpose. They're gonna lose the opportunity to have the dart all the way where they need it for a little bit of that flank watch. Noya kind of working all the way around the world, gonna be denied. Celia also down. CLG is just breaking this round like a chocolate bar in half. It's over. It's delicious and scrumptious for them. Started off slow and it ended things hot.
They probably want to save that in towards the future, though. It is just an anti-eco here.
On the topic of anti-ecos, we've seen just for both teams how far back they play when they're actually happening in fashion. Not seeing any type of action immediately, not hearing one piece of util from either site should give CLG the notion that there's a stack going down. Here in the classics on side as well, they know exactly what's going down. So not saying that aftershock for Evan, they go straight for Dice, and the roll's in their favor. 2 6s for their side. The value is so high. Now up in hell, we see Noya with another trade on the Bungie. The Blaze Storm active, but overheating are her knives. They melt in the process and do no damage. Our star now will roll in with that headhunter. The value is still there for this site. All the way up in heaven, knocking straight on towards heads. It can do a lot of damage, but as soon as that cover comes in, even a recon dart can't give you the room to be able to work from this angle. On there with the wall bangs, this is just looking tough for Ellie overall. Spam, there's nowhere to just sit calmly. CLG make that round worth their while.
Similar tendencies to this old squad, but XSET, they want to change that all around. However, they're having their rights taken away. They're having their opportunities taken away in this one as stunned up, eyesight taken, Bungie destroys Ellie in the backlines.
Odin play is just so palpable. It's so much fun to do, and it feels like the right call sometimes. With Rolling Thunder, with the paranoia there as well, even if you have a teammate, it is so tough to be able to do anything in that position as a Sova so close on that site. The fault line effect lasts that stun so long, the concussion. As a result, they're expecting the lockdown to start at B main instead, to use it to prolong that spike timer as much as possible. Now the round is really rolling down. CX get a little bit of an inkling as to what's going through, but there still is one player way deep inside the main. More shots being taken in from the offensive side. They have the insurance as well. They don't even need it. They're going straight with no safety on these sites.
Before or after the eco round, I think part of the decision on this lesser buy was whether to invest into this hero rifle, which they have. Noya gonna try and being able to do something big. In the walk up through mid, it's just contact. They have not given any information on over, but in doing so, this B site will have to be conceded. It'll fall to the retake, and this flank is probably too late to do too much, especially considering that Killjoy turret holding.
The fact that EMEA did not get spammed from any side gives them so much information while she was tagged that this will be an entire 5v5 type retake. They'll be able to snap up and lock down a lot of things all around. Sitting in front of the guiding light, there is no track for the rest of CLA's teammates to be able to move in and play with that bird. It's just a one lone hawk squealing in B main. Nothing going to be found there, but now it'll be a 3v4 pushing onto that site. Dark cover on both sides. The Nanoswarm inside that smoke as well. It's just going to be disaster for XSET. They try their best coming in. It is going to be eco overall. They will be going down.
Vice versa. I don't know which way they'll want to go with that. And the other is playing swing over towards Catwalk. You lose that trap wire in towards mid, then someone can rotate back on over. This gives you a lot of options and a lot of information.
Hope they don't tunnel vision into the strat too much, though. Even with momentum right now, it must be so tough for XSET to try to find that focus. For the side of CLG, stars are bright, the sun's shining so high. The aspect ratio, it just looks like it's 16-9. For XSET, it's closing in with these scopes to more so 4-3. You can see the black bars around not only the ADS in game, but maybe their mentals as well. They're trying to break free for that entire ratio right now. Timing on the smoke as well. Sorry, we'll find the barrel and finds the pick 2. That's 3 from them, so it looks like things are getting a little bit less stiff and smooth to the side of XSET with this strap. But knowing that there's 2 ops, knowing that Noya is this good, that was like half a pixel. A wall bang in there to really make sure that EMEA's just paying a little bit of attention gonna be able to forget that one in just a little bit, or might not be able to. Starry finds another. Now it's down to just one. It's Rise with 10 HP. This is gonna be really tough to close out. What they want to do is be able to get those ops back as well. They'll be rushing over to Cat to hopefully pick it up. Artstar still has hers. They'll be able to keep both, it looks like, into the next round.
They pull it out towards the final hour, and the double op setup finds a lot of success. Both Noya and Artstar simultaneously opening things up, and that's what I'm talking about when I mean that these ops are good for information, because it lets you just contact forward, sneakily walk on up, and just hold an angle, hold the line here. Noya in a position, but the early breach stun. That's what we're talking about. The utility to immediately counter out and to spot out this operator. They know that she fell back. They know this space is free, but what? Noya sees nothing but finds a frag regardless, and on the other side, Seeley connects a collateral for Noya. She is out of this world, Shayo.
It should not be possible. It should not be free. But even when there's no price tag, there's some form, some way that Noya just buys these rounds for her team.
Ow.
It's just nuts. Priceless shots from the op. It's too crazy to fathom, to think about. It's just too much to see. Now it's just EMEA. I was talking about Shell Shock before. She has to be. And then the entire team after that timeout as well have to be in shambles.
This is the booming. This is the booming. You take your time out. You're like, hey, double up setup. How do we counter this out? Noya gets 3. She doesn't see 2 of the kills she gets. She only saw 1 player, right? It's a collateral and then a shot through a smoke. That is obscene that she manages to get that done. Noya already proving to be a good addition here for XSET, as EMEA will make some attempt to recover with a very expensive buy, like a double op damage would be good, but none of it happens. Map point for XSET. But to test them, op in mid.
4 ultimates to use overall for the side of XSET as well. They have everything to close out this game. Claudia has to go huge with this Hunter's Fury. 1 tag in, Noya doesn't care. Bungie finally responding, but Seeley's still there to find some value and deny that dash in for the next site.
Look at EMEA. She's trapped in towards this corner, and rotates will have to come back to support. Normally you get those 2 picks in mid, you expedite towards B, but that secondary op being B main takes care of that. However, in trying to help get that chamber on out of dodge with your Sova, it's left a sole player alone towards A, and Storybond wants none of it.
That recon dart was used to actually help out EMEA all the way on the backside, so Starry's not gonna actually be seen for the first time in this spot. Can just peek in, has knowledge on Rise, exactly where she's gonna be planting. Hunter's Fury gonna come in and make everyone move around. When will Starry strike? And now is the time. Oh no, Artstar had everything set up for a free shot, but whiffs, and after the fact, Starry also falls. This might be so drastic for XSET, and the breath that CLG needs. Shock's coming in, not gonna land directly on the target of where that spike actually is. Ellie might have to go huge. This is gonna be big. The first scan, good. The second one is gonna be a bang straight through Dice. The gamble's gonna pay off, and she knows the last player, Claudia, is gonna be inside. A main, which side is the question left, but she doesn't know that. It's the weapon of choice. What's the utility? What's the utensil? That's the question. Only the shot to take, but Claudia's faster on the draw. CLG stays alive in map 1.
They get a lucky whiff, they take care of that op as well.
Thing is, though, the one thing you can't shoot is the bank, the economy in Valorant. The double ops are back. They're gonna have to go again. Phase 2.
Yeah, phase 2. This boss looking to find a little bit more flash in mid for information, and Artstar has again been set up forward. The breach util will push her on away. Still, that's a lot invested just to get rid of 1 player's angle. And look at this, the Sky has so much info as well. Re-pushing off the Seekers, flash in towards mid. Nothing is being given for free.
Seekers by Noya, time to get this op shot lined up. They have to wait for 1 dark cover to come and maybe get her off this angle. And yes, it's finally there. They get to re-aggress again. Unfortunate. That window of time is going to change around entirely. Updraft with the knives, but Bungie is ready. That's a play that she would make. The Rolling Thunder will now come in immediately. Rocked onto site. Ellie's having trouble. Artstar's there, though. They use so much to be able to deal with mid. CT is completely open for Artstar to just rain these shots over and over again. On Little Miss, that knows that she knows at least that there's at least 1 more inside B main. 3 on the site. It's all up for CLG to keep things going for XSET to get this retake down.
I love this. Bungie realizes there's no Sova on the other side, so picks up a really tricky off angle. However, the main player dealt with.
Starry gets 1. Claudia down. The recon not going to really be there find that much more information. Bungie getting into a spot, playing off of Misha. The flicks, the plays are good. All in a story now that can just kind of close out the match. One player inside of that smoke, two onside of backside. It's not going to be possible. CLG are still here. 11-12. We might be going to OT very soon.
They stay alive in this one. CLG.
To use and to deal with. It only cost them about one. Here's the flash and Zath, though, not finding that much value. That smoke going to be there. The dark cover, unfortunately, not going to play for them for the moment. Might have had a little bit of an inkling of a shot, but not going to be fast enough to land it through mid control. That's the name of the game. Bungie rolling in the Blaze Storm, going to make her even faster. Maybe the player on the planet on the map right now. Shark Dust from Ellie not going to find their mark either. It's getting kind of intense right here. Both teams really pushing everything to their limits individually with mechanics, with map control, with the plays. This round is going to go by so much faster than every other that we've seen before.
But again, there's catwalk control. That Jet has reposted, and Noya is in a spot to cut this down if it's a re-rotation towards A, which is where they want to go. They have to get past Noya.
So much control on this side of the map, and they'll find anyone really rolling through. Noya finds big value on this one. Blocked by the fault line. Can they get out of that detainment? Is the question. Noya, the value to these smokes, and that's the spike. Rolling in, though. Will she get detained? Yes, it's one player, Noya, who has to buy so much time. Just a few more seconds, that gun will be active. Does she get found? Not yet. Dash available. Everything useful to be able to play reposition. And the shot.
No way!
The spray, the confirmation, and there's one more. Noya, do it from overseas. Lock in the game. And map one to XSET. She goes huge with the ace.